We've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Tonight.
Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The Texans hit 6-5 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because his feeling was good, solid performance, did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely would like to see some improvement in this week's game.
They always want improvement, don't they?
They certainly do.
Buggy. Tonight.
The throwing again is Stroud. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. An audible here to get a new look.
Hey, uno. 19 Texas. Hey, uno Mars. Tonight.
Stroud now on 4th down. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Here we go. Hey, can. Tonight.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Go.
To throw is Fields. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Stroud. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Stroud looking to change the play.
11.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oh, hey. Buggy.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. Are back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Hey, can. All right.
Fields now to throw. Over the middle here to Wilson. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here we go.
Third and 3.
All right.
This one finds Austin out right. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go. Chip slant. Test it. Butt right. Hey, can. Tonight.
Here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, side. Go.
Throwing again is Fields. Buying time to his left. Got his man. It's Warren. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him to football in space as they did right there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Here we go, side. Tonight.
Here's Fields. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Got a man here. It's Bryant. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Hey, uno. 19 Texas. Hey, uno Mars. Hey.
Stroud to throw it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play, fall back the next. They'll do a lot of different things trying to confuse the offense.
He's got a man that's caught left sideline. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Mixon will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go. Hey, can. Tonight.
Now Fields. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. The Steelers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Right.
Now it's Fields. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
He gets this one to Mechie. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And Stroud now to throw. This ball caught by Mechie. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
On the quick, right?
Now they'll audible to something else.
Hey, Uno Mars. Look the hot.
Stroud will look to throw once more. This will be complete to Mechie. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
An option handoff here to Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 3.
Bunch right. Here we go. Tonight.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Go.
Back to throw. Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Warren. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Fields throwing again. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Good.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fields. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard.
Here we go, side. Side.
Looking to throw. Fields. Flush to... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, the way things have been going in this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play. And they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
From the gun on third down, Fields. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Alpha, 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 alpha. All right.
Here we go on fourth down, Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
Eleven.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Hey, south. Buggy. Hey, uno. 19 Texans. Hey, uno Mars. Hey.
Stroud. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Again to Bryant, and again it's caught. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Here we go, Scott. Set.
Fields now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Don't jump. Ready? Tonight.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Here's one deep for Pickens. And he's got it inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Stroud looking to change the play.
Tony.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
2J.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go, let's go.
Stroud looking to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
South. 11.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And even 100 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
12. Buggy.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon, career touchdown number 136, tying him with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
We're good.
Play action. It's Fields. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. LeBrian Ray picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Oh, and that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returnable here from the 38. A terrific return, 30 yards all in all. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
Slash, slash, slash.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Now a pause for the injury, and that is, yes, Joe Mixon clearly in some discomfort following that last play. Bryant has it. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. So they'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On the quick, right? Hey, uno.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. And he is going to have a Texans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
All right.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
Hey, uno Mars.
Now the first carry here for their running back. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. John Mechie from 8 yards out. And the Texans have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line.
Here we go, side. Say hi.
Here's Fields. He'll let it fly for Austin. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Calvin Austin, 45 yards. And the Steelers are able to at least get one score back. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Ow, for tonight. Hi. 19 Texas. Tonight.
Here's Stroud. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Oh, hey. Hey, uno. Hey, south. 11. Buggy. Tonight.
Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, south,
and now an audible here into something else.
Uno. 19 Texas. Hey, Uno Mars. Alert the hot. Tonight.
Stroud out of the gun here. Got a man here, it's Bryant. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. That is caught left side by Bryant. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Here we go.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Got his man, it's Warren. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. Oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through, but in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing again is Fields. To the right side and intercepted. And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Here we go.
And Stroud now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
11. Here we go.
Now Stroud. And that went to the right side and incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
All right.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so that you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Sit high. Sit high.
Now it's Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Don't jump. Ready?
Now Fields. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go. Sit high. Hey, never mind. Monday. All right.
They snap it to Fields. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tonight.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Tonight.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Righty Texas. Tonight.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead. And now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up. And he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here we go. Tonight.
Fields. He'll let it fly for Austin. It's caught inside the 25. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Boswell good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Stroud. This will be complete to Mechie. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Look the hot, look the hot.
Stroud working out of the gun. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here we go, side.
To throw is Fields. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken. Tonight.
Fields now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here we go. All right.
Again, Fields completes it to Austin. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
All right.
Back to throw. Fields. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Here we go. Tonight.
Off play action. Fields. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more on that one and another first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, 551, 551. Tonight.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Hurry up.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to him. And as this defense walks up.